There's a gap between desire of the consumer in sustainability and action. And that action and that delta is based upon price.
Food waste is not a new issue, but it's a very urgent issue.
Brands, again, can collaborate with retailers and social media platforms to get the message out there for sustainability and create awareness.
The future of retail is about leading with purpose. The idea that we should serve communities is not new to retail, but the future of retail is about leading with purpose, about driving change, about creating local models that support communities, and about doing it in ways that are cost efficient so that consumers can buy the products that they need for that life that they live.
There's a gap between desire of the consumer in sustainability and action. And that action and that delta is based upon price. If I have to pay more for sustainability, there's only so much I'm willing to do. So where the consumer product companies are going for, and retail, is focusing on how to create sustainable products that can be actually cost efficient. The other way that companies are doing is offsetting some of those costs. As we talked about earlier, is how do you bring down your operational costs to cover the extra costs of sustainable formulation.
Consumers express their concerns about not having enough education to verify these sustainability claims. But they also realize that there's a lack of global standards. Also, I think that consumer product companies should work with reputable third-party organizations to get certifications. For example, carbon neutral certification is one that is highly regarded by organizations and also by consumers. Brands, again, can collaborate with retailers and social media platforms to get the message out there for sustainability and create awareness. An important part of the messaging is on labeling, clear labeling, and packaging. Brands should be able to include their sustainability claims in a scientifically proven way and in a simple manner in their labeling that is not going to confuse the consumers.
Both traceability and sustainability, investments in those drive growth for organizations. From a supply chain perspective, using that technology to not just identify where it came from, but some of the labor practices as well that are followed in some of those raw materials and suppliers become a key component for driving growth because consumers are more aware of what they're buying and why they're buying them. The recent statistics show that about 17% growth in revenue can be achieved if you inform your consumers a lot more about the provenance of goods, how you make those goods, what are sustainable practices there, what kind of materials you use, and how do you move them more sustainably. So that, I think, is a big tick for them to grow their business as well.
With costs estimated at $1 trillion every year, food waste is a massive issue. 1/3 of all food is wasted, harming the climate, biodiversity, and consumers.
Food waste is not a new issue, but it's a very urgent issue. And the good thing is that retailers now have a unique opportunity to play a pivotal role across the whole value chain to address this.